Let me be absolutely clear. As Muslims, we reject democracy, we reject secularism and freedom and human rights. We reject all of the things that you espouse as being the kind of ideals. And, it's an oxymoron to say the Islamic Republic. There's nothing called a republic in Islam.
The BBC has uncovered footage of one of the alleged attackers taking part in an Islamist demonstration in 2007. Michael Adebolajo can be seen dressed in white, standing in a crowd of men outside Paddington Green Police Station. He's standing behind Anjem Chowdhury, who was then the leader of Al-Mujaroon.
I apologise that women had to witness this today, but in our land, our women have to see the same. You people will never be safe. Remove your governments, they don't care about you.
He was basically being harassed by MI5. This is something that he specifically mentioned to me. He said that MI5 had come to him. I think on his return back, he had been stopped. And subsequently after that, basically, he was followed up by MI5. He said they came to his house. They were saying, knocking on his door. He pretended that he wasn't there. But they were knocking so much, he thought to himself, like, look, you know what, I need to kind of like, come and show my face. So he came out, he spoke to the MI5 agent. And they were saying that, look, we just want to have a chat with you, we just want to speak to you.
So when did he tell you this?
This is roughly about 6 months ago, roughly.
And what was his reaction to being approached by the security service MI5?
Yeah, his situation was that, his wording was, Ak means brother, they're bugging me, like they just keep, they won't leave me alone, basically.
Did he explain what they wanted?
He mentioned that initially they wanted to ask him whether he knew certain individuals, basically. That was the initial issue, but after him saying that he didn't know these individuals and so forth, what he said is they asked him whether he'll be interested in working for them.
Mr. Galloway, in a recent tweet, you compared the Woolwich attackers with UK-sponsored Syrian rebels. What do you mean by that?
Well, this was a grotesque and sickening act of murder involving either the attempt or the successful beheading of someone by fanatic extremists. The sort of thing that happens in Syria every day, except sometimes they even cut out the heart and the liver of the deceased and eat it on video for the entertainment of their brothers in the barracks afterwards. And Britain is helping to pay for that sickening barbarism in Syria. But when it comes close to home, happens on our own streets by the same kind of people, these people influenced by the Al-Qaeda mindset are exactly the same kind of people that we are paying for, arming, giving all kinds of war material and agitating to give them more in Syria.